So let's take a look at the abilities. Eric Dickerson with the jukebox.
And to combat that, we're gonna see Tillman on the other side. That Eric Dickerson is the best running back in the game. Expect to see him following forward.
Andrew Luck will be slinging it around for Skimbo here, and he's doubled up with Pat Tillman here. You've got Shazier as a secure tackler. You've got Fletcher Cox. That's pretty good defense.
Yeah, that Pat Tillman's going to be the key part to the game. He's going to be the one making tackles on that Eric Dickerson. It's going to come down to whether or not SteveyJ can avoid Pat Tillman on the offensive side of the ball.
And here is our AFC East final. These guys have already banked 10 grand apiece. Another 10 grand up for grabs right now. Now remember, Skimbo started slowly. SteveyJ did as well in the first game of the day. Raiders offense for SteveyJ. Packers defense, which is something we don't see a lot of, but boy, he sure uses it well.
SteveyJ is going to be sending a lot of pressure with only a 4-man rush because he has that Lawrence Taylor. Then he's added an extra 50 cap onto him with that pass rush elite. Look for Lawrence Taylor to be a key part to this game. It's
guy that didn't have much of that in his career against the Patriots. Never could beat him. And underway with Luck having to scramble. And Skimbo right at the first down sticks. He will move the chains right away. And sure enough, looking to get it in the air. Got that comeback with B. He goes across the field instead to Jonnu Smith, the tight end. Couple guys with a lot of been there, done that. 4th EA major appearance for SteveyJ. 11 for Skimbo, who's on the move with Andrew Luck and firing. Harrison.
I thought this defense may give him some trouble, but this is exactly how Skimbo is. You know, the moment you think he's going to be in trouble versus somebody is when he plays his best.
Luck will tuck it, and he'll slide near that 10-yard line.
Throughout the game.
On a 2nd and 6. And he'll got to watch for Devin White, too. Forced a game-changing fumble with a minute to go against AKG to get him here.
Look for the running back out the backfield.
And there he is.
Touchdown.
Ooh. Not quite, no, because they closed it up.
And if that's not TJ Logan back there, if that's that Chris Johnson we've been seeing, that's probably a touchdown.
That's a great point. Trying it again, and one more time, no sale.
Your Skimbo, you got to play it smart right here.
Play clock down under 3 seconds, and here we go. Luck rolling.
Uh-oh.
Luck is blasted shy of the goal line.
Expect to see a fullback dive here.
At the
TJ
1.
Logan.
He's got DeMarco back there, too, as a fullback.
It's
Logan, it's nothing.
Probably going to throw the bubble here. Ooh.
The handoff.
Probably just going to see a dive here.
Good call. You're not going to even say, are you?
I can't say. You know, it's going to be a really good game. I'm excited to see both players play.
On a 1st and 10, Andrew Luck looking. And he'll shimmy free. And dash and deadeye. Luck firing, and there is the dashing deadeye. He hardly ever audibles. In fact, only about 20% of the time, which is a really low number. Just confident in what he's got. Oh, and this time can't get rid of it. And again, TJ Logan is the man in the backfield. Got Eric Dickerson on one team, TJ Logan on the other. All due respect to TJ Logan fans out there. Luck on the move. Throwing on the run. Big play here.
I'm so scared to throw a pick. I wanna try dotting. Ah! I already left 3 points on the board. I can't leave more, but God, I'm gonna throw probably a pick 6. Oh well.
Talking like that, man. You gotta learn to ignore that, man. Skimbo's one of the best passers ever. He's gonna lock in right here and pass the ball.
He's got that gosh and golly Oklahoma thing working. And he does throw.
Fullback dive is not gonna work.
Didn't the other times.
Yeah.
And boy, you called it. Still scoreless.
He caught him.
Logan twisting, couldn't get there.
Prepare on defense, and sometimes you have to give yourself credit for that. But it looks like he's not very comfortable in the red zone right now. And SteveyJ, you got to get something going on offense because, uh-oh.
Yes! Tyreek Hill and the ball's out.
That's why you get enforcer.
And I'm not kidding. Skimbo told me that before the tournament. He said the sole reason I got Pat Tillman enforcer is for the kickoffs. It's amazing when stuff like that pays off exactly how you say it will.
Isn't that something? Pat Tillman does come through for him, and now Luck looking, firing, and he's got Marvin Harrison near the 10. But at some point you figure that dam just breaks and the water comes rushing through. Luck surveys, He's got Logan on a second and goal. 30 seconds left in the half, and again they try it with TJ Logan, and it's just not there.
Probably going to see mesh post again. If he doesn't throw it to the running back, look for X, that post route coming across the middle.
He's the X going out wider now to the left.
Looks like he's going to have the post.
We got him. We got him.
Drills it in there. Touchdown, Skimbo. Let's go back to the first touchdown of the entire game.
It looked like he would have had the running back even if he waited another second, but he knew that he had that post if he threw it just at the perfect time.
Now keep in mind, SteveyJ was down 10-0 at the half and advanced earlier today. He's gonna be down.
Yeah, that Tillman enforcer on the kickoff, the difference in the game right now. You know, he spends a lot of cap on him, but it doesn't matter if he's able to make one stop.
And he's got Eric Dickerson to hand it to, and Dickerson slamming forward. He'll gain the 30.
I want to see him go back to that and look for the bubble screen, because it looks like Skimbo's guy is manned up on the other side of the field.
Dickerson again.
Uh-oh.
You got tight ends to block over there, including Big George Kittle. They're on that left side.
He's going to take a shot.
See Denzel Ward backing up just a little bit, one of the corners here.
Great read.
Yep, there it is. It's Tyreek Hill. A lot of green grass. Tyreek Hill down the sidelines, chased. A sponsored performer here. Dickerson.
Won't matter. So he's just comfortable using that timeout rather than not using it and giving up a touchdown.
Oh, Dickerson able to squirm free. He gains, looks like about the 7-yard line here. They'll call it the 8. And
runs a stretch.
Dickerson back inside and boogies on in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
No, I ain't gonna lay down, fam. You know me better than that.
And the cone of silence descends on Skimbo, at least for a moment here. Logan burns a little rubber. Look at this. Return out near midfield. Only 26 rushing yards for Skimbo, but again, that's not really his thing. He's got Tyreek Hill motioning. And he's got Luck.
Uh-oh. That's
firing on the run. Oh, knocked away.
Reacted to the ball.
I don't even know what
that
just
happens sometimes when the ball doesn't go to the designated receiver. The other receiver is not able to make the play. But I'm surprised SteveyJ's user player wasn't able to pick that off.
Wait, what happened?
If you're Skimbo, you got to get over that play. You know, who cares what happened? If you're SteveyJ, you got to get over that play. Nobody cares what happened at that point. We're on second down now.
It's a redwood forest of question marks, though. Nobody seemed to know exactly what that was. In the coverage, diving catch in front of Palomalu. Getting late in the third quarter here at Pizza Hut Stadium. Andrew Luck back. On the move.
Great user.
We're playing chess at 100 miles an hour. Luck. Crushed! Oh, man! Back near midfield. Lawrence Taylor, hello.
A payoff, and he makes one right there. Takes Skimbo out of field goal range.
That's huge. 3rd and 22.
So you kind of are trying to play bend, don't break right here, but you can't give a field goal, so it's a really tough situation for you.
Luck throws on the run. This is incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Gonna make that play a lot of the time.
And Daniel to sock it away here on the 4th and 22. Angles for that sideline and beyond Coffin corner. That one almost in the stands.
And he's going to have the stretch wide open on the left.
Going that way. Good call, Mo. And he can't escape Troy Apke trying to turn that corner. Find Marvin Harrison. I know he had a stop-and-go stick route for a touchdown in the first game of the day. Dickerson to the outside and then blasting free. Past midfield at the 40. Eric Dickerson takes it into field goal range. Two guys who know the terrain. $53,000 in prize money already for SteveyJ as Dickerson gets lassoed. Right now we're down to a final 15 players remaining. As Dickerson goes up the middle and Pat Tillman found him.
Looks like we will see a pass.
And the motion to the right side. Oh, with the flag down and the zeros on that play clock. What is now a 3rd and 12 with 3:41 remaining in regulation. We've seen a couple OTs here today in Redwood City already. Brady flings it. It's Dickerson.
Just a really good click on tackle by Skimbo.
40-yard field goal attempt. And this thing is dead letter perfect. It's got Hester out wide left. Andrew Luck on the move.
He's got him.
Up over the top to Hester. You bet. 13-yard line, the line of scrimmage. And Luck getting rushed. Oh, he lost the ball, picks it back up as LT got in there again.
When LT gets a hold of that quarterback, it looks like he's making that ball come free. He just beat the crap out of Skimbo's center, gets in the backfield. You know, this is where Skimbo's kind of susceptible to make mistakes. You know, this is a situation where I would run the ball twice because there is only 2 minutes left in the game. You don't want to give your opponent more time. Keep the clock running, make Stevie use a timeout.
Back goes Andrew Luck.
Got the dig.
Across, and yes, sir, that's exactly what he wanted because he's got the first down. Without the touchdown, he can start to wind clock. And there's the touchdown.
Down the stretch of this game.
Tyreek Hill will rev the engine. This could change some things if he can bounce outside, but he can't.
Skimbo knows how to play this on defense. You know, he's going to be playing bend, don't break. He's not going to give up any big runs. He knows SteveyJ is still going to try to run at the beginning of this drive.
And there is the run, a little slash inside for Dickerson, who's taken it all the way down to 110. Dickerson to the outside, a spin, and then a hesitation, and then Dickerson. He's at the 30, 20, 10. This thing's gonna be tied. Only issue is 55 seconds are now gifted to Skimbo, right? I mean, you took it all the way in because there's the green grass.
This is plenty of time for Skimbo. He knows exactly what he's got to do. He's not going to miss reads like that one. Exactly, you know, Skimbo is going to air the ball out. You know, I like SteveyJ going to zone because Skimbo is so comfortable against that man-to-man defense. He's got the corner out, though.
Andrew Luck will just take it and skip out of bounds. Andrew Luck getting chased. And finding Logan, who cannot quite get the first down.
This is not good by Skimbo. This is really poor management.
Wow, down to 10 seconds left.
And he blows it up.
Wow, it's Taylor one more time.
Get out of bounds. He cannot make this field goal. There's no way.
He is the kicker, and
he kicked it perfect.
What do you think, 57? For the walk-off?
Nope.
On the crossbar, no!
And if he doesn't lose 2 yards right there, he's going to be able to make that field goal.
But you called this thing way before it happened, Tony Romo, just a little bit beyond the range, even for Gostkowski, and that was tantalizing. It hung on the top of that crossbar.
I thought he was going to sneak it in there, but he just couldn't. But Skimbo, he gets the ball right back. I can't believe Skimbo, knowing that he can kick the field goal from the 38, came out and ran that fullback dive, knowing that people know how to stop that in the backfield now. Just a little bit questionable there, but he got him stuck on his D tackle.
Andrew Luck getting some yards here. Anything but. As we get down towards the end of competition here on this Tuesday, Andrew Luck.
Is he going to try it?
Yes, he is. Going deep for Hester, knocked away. And on a second down and 10 with Hill split out wide left.
Look for the corner out.
God dang.
Not open yet. And he'll just #1 pass game against the #1 pass defense. That's what we're looking at here in overtime. Luck going way backwards before looping it out of bounds.
Let him make the mistake. You don't need to make the mistake. Let your defense go win you this game.
Problem is, a field goal now could win it. And that one, oh, wow, that pylon, wasn't it?
That was almost the 1 yard line. He would have been right at the inch yard line if that just goes out of bounds just a little bit sooner.
But instead, it's Tom Brady at the 20. And again, that's just so jarring to see Brady trying to get it done against New England. You see Pat Tillman dropping back in coverage.
Yep. Look for the stretch left. Oh, you had the stretch left. You had the numbers over there.
But now it's closed back up as the play clock is down.
I think he's going to go back to the stretch. He's going to try to get the numbers on his side, and it does look like he has the stretch numbers over to the left. It's going to come down to whether or not Skimbo can make the play with his user.
He's got the 2 tight ends blocking Dickerson. So now a 3rd and 9.
And if you're Skimbo, this is exactly why you punted. And on the other side of this, if SteveyJ gets stopped here without throwing a turnover, I wouldn't be surprised to see him punt it right back.
Huge 3rd and 9 coming.
Nothing.
Nobody free yet. Oh, he found Harrison.
They'd clicked onto him and made the tackle. He would never get the first down there.
Dickerson smashed.
To see these guys spinning some cap on their kicker, we didn't see that very much early on.
No fluky, no more fluky.
And back wheel out the backfield.
We also got Harrison as the X on the left motioning.
There he is.
Brady in trouble, down he goes.
Skimbo has power specialist, so what that means is he's going to get those power moves and bulldoze that center every once in a while too, and that's exactly what happened right now. And now
bowler out of Mississippi State, Fletcher Cox, big play. And yeah, that is a smooth criminal at the control stick here in Skimbo. 3-time belt winner. And trying to get it downfield and win it here in overtime. Luck.
I would like to see him go back to that delayed streak to the tight end.
Got a couple tight ends at his disposal here. And if you want to wheel, you got Logan. Luck being pressured, look out, and again gets rid of it just in time.
Will Hester be able to walk it off like he did last game?
Got the 3 H's, Hester, Hill, Harrison. Does he have it?
Oh.
In the coverage, oh, Harrison, sticky fingers.
He is still not comfortable. That is not an open route. Skimbo just kind of threw him open, you know what I mean? So really good user play by Skimbo, but uh-oh, he caught him on his D tackle. He's not going to get any pressure here.
Which means he's got to air it out. Does he have Hester? He does!
Let's go!
Down near the 5-yard line. He's got a Patriots kicker. He's got Steven Gostkowski. And this is to move on and face Joke. No joke. Skimbo wins it. He walks it off. They are wearing the final score. How about that? 20-17. Thinking about what could have been, right? I mean, Skimbo wasn't running the ball early.
He wasn't comfortable in that, you know, that 5 yards and in. You know, he was much comfortable when he was at the 7 or 8. He knew that he could pass the ball from there, but when he got inside the 5, he got really shaky. This is the play of the game, though. He just stayed poised in the pocket and fires that post route in underneath all the zone, above all the zones, excuse me.
Dickerson keeping the Bills alive for a while.
That was a great vision there by SteveyJ.
And then you see Lawrence Taylor getting into the act. A 10-10 tie going late into this one. And boy, that's about as emotional as we're going to see Skimbo,
Yeah,
right?
he finally got it done there inside the 5-yard line, and then but just a bad, you don't want to click off with Pat Tillman. You know, I know you expect him to hit stick, but in that situation, you just need to tackle him in bounds. You don't need to go for a hit stick in that situation.
This was something, Mo, the 50-odd yarder that could have won it, clanging off the crossbar.
You know, but he was already in field goal range. He took himself out of field goal range with losing that yardage. And the play to me right before this was when Skimbo punted the ball and was able to get a stop.
Goes 52 yards over the top to Hester here.
Hester's going to burn Marlon Humphrey almost every time. Just a great read right there by Skimbo. He knew that once he was clicked on the LT, he didn't have to worry about the pressure coming in. Just hits him up.
You've made it a little harder on yourself for today's matches. What has it been like going through these last 2 games? Feels like there's just been a ton of great competition and not as, I think, successful as far as converting as maybe you had wanted to be.
What do you mean by converting?
Well, I heard you mention that you wanted to get those touchdowns. You were just not able to get into the end zone. What ended up happening there? And
before I start this interview, I want to make my mom happy. I want to thank God for, you know, everything. You know, He's my Savior, my Christ, and I never give him a shout out, so I have to do that like one time.
There you go.
Because my mom always tells me when I come home,
man.
she's like, you never, blah, blah, blah. Like, I've given her a shout, but so, you know, I finally want to just, you know, get that off my chest real quick, so I make my mom happy. But yeah, I mean, it was a game of inches. Like right there at the end, I went for a field goal. I lost like 1 or 2 yards, and that's the reason why I missed it for the game. And I was, you know, first thing I'm gonna lab is how to, you know, run the ball. But you're right, like that game could have been 21-0.
Right.
I got stopped at the 1. I got 7 on 1, and then I had to take 3, so it was 10-0 his ball. The game could have easily been 21-0 because I was driving to start the drive. I was driving on him till the end. He made a great adjustment. But I was driving. It could have been 21-0, but, you know, he had good D in it. Like you said, I didn't capitalize, and I thought I was going to lose. Those are the games, like, you go back, like, why'd you lose? I didn't make 7s. I took 3s. I didn't get 7s.
Right.
So.
But luckily, you know, you've won these games. And at the Classic, you were saying something similar where you got caught with some of the Lamar Jackson stuff. You adjusted. You've got a whole game plan here that seems to, although a little bit of a couple struggles in between, be working.
Jeez, so don't be putting the Lamar Jackson out there. You know who I play next round, right?
No.
So why you mention Lamar Jackson to me?
Well, I'm sorry, man. You know, I'm trying to keep you on your toes,
Lamar Jackson
man.
knocked me out last time.
I'm trying to keep you on your toes, man. Skip, but let's get back to the game, man, and talk about the long field goal that ended up happening. You lost a couple yards on that. Was that just a risk? What ended up happening there? We've got it on the wall for you.
Yeah, like I said, this is a game of inches. I mean, it's like baseball, everything's a game of inches. I lost like a yard there, and I missed it by a couple of inches. And then on my punt, I could have pinned him at the 1, missed it by a couple inches, put him at the 20.
Yeah.
You know, it really is like a sport. Oh, God. It really is a sports phrase for all sports. It's like, it's just a game, as you say, about basketball, baseball, golf. I mean, really, even Madden football. At sometimes it can be a game of inches, and that right there, I could have lost that game because I lost a couple inches on a dive.
Yeah. Well, it's been a long game of competition. Some people breeze through this round a little bit easier. Obviously, though, you're through. You're the AFC East representative. You got to be feeling good on that. The field goal ended up going in. So how are you looking towards, obviously, your next matches and moving on through the tournament?
Yeah, I've had 2 great opponents, 2 great games, pushed me to the limit. And now I play Joke. And, you know, we go way back. And I know he wants to beat me pretty bad. So, but luckily, I got tape on him now. I can try to, you know, come up with a little something. I always look forward to playing Joke. I mean, he's a great player. I know he always wants to beat me. Last time we played, I think he lost to me in a final. So I know he's going to want some revenge on that. And, you know, every player I play is a great player. And Joke's a phenomenal. He's a great player. So, you know, I mean, there's a reason why, you know, people made it here. No one's bad. I'm sorry. Like, people want to say this bracket's not as good as last bracket. I'm going to let y'all know, if you put in the time, you can be good at this game, too. And no one is bad here.
You got to play.
Yep. Got to do my thing. Got to represent the Patriots. Got to represent Lazarus, the organization that sponsors me. I got to represent all the people that came, like Dubby, he's here, and everyone back home. You know, I got a lot of people I got to do this for, and now I got a little cheering section finally. Normally when I come to these events, it's like not really like that. You know, there's like 3, you know, it's not.
There's a few people rooting for you.
Now I got a couple people that talk, you know. Even Radiant back there, he's a little caffy too, a little 2K player, you know. So I'm cool with User, Booge, you know. I want to get this done, man, because I actually feel like some people got my back, so it feels good.
Well, good news is you've also made Mama Skimbo happy, so hopefully she's watching and enjoying what her son just did. Thanks a lot, man.
Definitely just got a text from her.
Congratulations. Exactly.